The,
So let me ask you just kind of like a counterpoint here. So uh, I know many people will say, well, okay, but if you're not doing anything you're not supposed to be doing, what are you worried about?
sure.
Right.
Until you are, or until what you say, you might think, well, I'm not a bad actor. I'm not doing bad things. But in Minnesota, we had the Immigrations and Customs Enforcement uh, actions throughout the state this past winter, and I was one of the people that went out and protested. And I posted pictures of the protest. I am an individual in the United States exercising my First Amendment right of peaceful protest, and that's what it was. Now, if I was being identified as an individual exercising that right, and the government didn't like that or wanted to target people like that in some way, they could do that. Now, if you're being identified using Fable 5 and you type something into Fable 5 that may be unpopular to the company or the government, now you are identified specifically as that person, and that is that is not good.
So you're saying, like, if you're okay, so you're saying that the act of creating the record about you that's associated with you
Yes,
can lead to negative consequences, even when each thing you're doing might be fine. Is
correct.
that
It
kind of what you're
it can
saying?
be used against you.
Because you've got this established record, which, in the official sense is not a record because you didn't actually do something, but now you've been arrested for a thing because you had a
Yeah,
previous suspicion because of no real reason.
yeah.
I feel like that's a relates.
Connecting those dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a way that you could connect the dot would be, I participated in a peaceful protest this last winter. Now, let's say I want to use Fable 5, and so I've identified myself, and I get into a conversation not just about software development, but I get into maybe a political discussion with Fable 5 that is unpopular. I think that this president is doing a bad job. When is the next election? Now, this might be a bit of a long walk, but the example that was given in one of the books that I read was, if you take things that you write on the internet and you connect those to the real life person, my my thermostat is connected to the internet, right?
Sure.
And this was an example used in the book but people's heat being turned off because they were identified as being people that had done something unpopular with the government. And I don't think that, seeing what I saw this past winter, that we could be too far away from a reality where if you say something unpopular on the internet, well, your internet access has just been reduced to dial-up speeds, or your thermostat has now been shut off until you pass some sort of
Mm.
maybe not a test, but do you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you start connecting real life people to internet activity, and yeah, there's a lot of bad things that happen on the internet, but there's a lot of good things. But being anonymous allows people to, examples are gay, trans, bi, people to go places and connect with their community anonymously and have discussions that they couldn't otherwise have in real life. And so when you start connecting those real life people with online personalities, you inhibit that ability to be anonymous on the internet. You are being observed, and learning or teaching a society to act in a way that we are being observed is not good, and I'm very much against it.